Hello and good afternoon to all. Today, as our guest, we have Mr. KK Sir. He is the owner of the institution Carve Academy. Good afternoon, KK Sir. Good afternoon, Kalia. How are you today? I'm fine and really nice to meet you and thank you so much for giving me an honor to be here and interacting with you. So we can start your podcast. Thank you, sir. So we have seen that you take only a few, like minimum kids, maximum 10. Why and what's the thought behind it? Actually, Khania, we see that parents send their children to school, and in school they are in most of the school the number of students in a class are approx 40 to 50. So I have a thought that if parents want their kids to be outside from the school for any education, they have to send their child to some teacher. Then what is use of sending the child to an institute where there are 40 to 50 students again? So what is the difference between the school and institution? Also, the second thought which I have is, as a teacher, I believe I must have thorough inputs of all my students. I can evaluate and give feedback to every student. I have the weakness, strength, knowledge of all my students. And as a teacher, I believe I can manage that with 10 to 15 students maximum, where I honestly can give my 100%. That's why I keep hardly 10 to 15 students in my batch. Try to limit that count to 10 in a batch. That's a great thinking, sir. We didn't think you were so conceptual behind it. That's great. Also, what's the sauce? What's behind everything? How do you make all the hard concepts so easy for the students to understand? This is really a nice question, Ganya. When you meet with your student, first of all, you have to understand their weakness and their strength. So, the first thought as a teacher I have that I try to make their basics very clear and relate their study with their day to day life and try to make my class very interactive and whatever concepts of maths and science are there, they are not just bookish knowledge. We have to relate it with their day to day life. And I, from my last 20 years, I see when I relate things to the lifestyle of the student, they really enjoy it. And that's why I bring all the concepts together with the day to day life activities. Another thought is when you relate things, your study get related with your life, you start taking interest in that. And that is the core of my giving education to the student. Great, sir. Now that we have seen that videos, reels, and new online classes are taking over, what's your thought on that? Nowadays, it is really very helpful tool for most of the students, those who are not able to reach the teachers. But technology also have some demerits in it. Apart from the merits, there's a lot of demerits. Let's take an example. When a student is sitting in front of internet with reels or watching some teacher, most of the time they are very handy with other windows also. So the distraction part is the main challenge in this reel or online education. So for those students who really very serious for their studies, for careers, for them they are very useful tools where they are just not watching the reels or online education. They are taking the concepts from there and they are using it for their writing skill also. They are using that for examination point of view also and for the career point of view. But mostly I see that they act as a distracting point and most of the students are distracted with these all. They are just watching the reels. They are not taking out the best out of it. So I still believe books and face-to-face teacher are the best. But yes, using these technology wisely is fine if some student are doing that. But that is not fair for all the students. Great, sir. Now that we have started our conversation on technology, I'll be asking you a question based on that.
Now that technology is taking over the world, like now smart apps for education, like this technological board where we can teach.
Right.
Now, then what's your take on this? Is this all okay now?
Yeah. It is very important tool for the teacher as well as student. I just told you that internet, if used wisely, honestly, then it is a boon for us. Otherwise, it will be a demerit for us. So for those students, even for teachers also, these smart boards make their things easier. They can able to explain things with proper diagram, and on the tips they have everything. So this is very useful tools. Again, that has to be used wisely by the teacher and student also. Just watching the education will not give you education. You have to go deep dive in that. You have to sit with the teacher, even in marathon also. If you are taking out the things, you are writing, you are doing the practice, that will only help.
So now, let's go to your students. Like, what's the most important quality that you want your students to conquer?
Yeah. First of all, I want my student to be very healthy. They must have a healthy lifestyle. This is the core of everything, because we from childhood we have studied that a healthy brain lives in a healthy body. So health is very important. So take care of your health, and yes, whatever you study, take that just not for writing the answers. Go deep inside that, relate the concept with your day-to-day activities, and try to explore the education. Try to find out, try to frame the questions out of the concepts by your own. Read each and every word carefully and interact with your teacher regularly so that he can help you out the maximum.
So now most of the students have the question of exams. Exams are a big deal in every kid's life.
Right.
So do you think that exams actually show a kid's potential? How much they have studied, how much they have the potential to overcome challenges. What's your take on this?
Khania, I would like to inform you that examination is just part of life. Examination teaches that even in our day-to-day life, we start our day with examination only. Examination is a part where you just come to know that whatever you conquer, whatever you learned, how much you are able to express it. So your answer should be evaluated on the basis of your expression. For example, a question can be answered in different way. So we have to give respect to all the answers written by the student and check and give feedback to it. Just checking the answer sheet and giving the score will not help. You have to interact with the student. You have to give them the feedback point so that they can improve. And that can be done if you have a limited number of students. You know your potential as a teacher and how much student you can handle. So you have to wisely choose them and start working on it.
That's great, sir. You must have noticed I smiled in between. It's all because I didn't think that a teacher in this new age would be so conceptualized and modernized. So it was great talking to you. I it has been an honor to interview. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Kanya. Really nice talking with you.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So this was our interview for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you and have a good day.